Alright, welcome back to another standard 15 plus 10 chess game. Let's see what we have in store for us today. I will probably have the black pieces. Oh no, I got the white pieces again. Okay, so as you have seen in my past couple videos, I play 1e4. And he went into the Sicilian. So what I've been playing lately is 2g3 and a closed Sicilian. Let's check out my opponent's rating. 1557, slightly lower than mine. Okay, so he is going for a queenside stonewall. So his weak bishop will be his dark bishop. He also, what do they call this? The Maroczy bind, with pawns on c5 and e5. Very interesting. I'm going to play normally how I play in a closed Sicilian. I'm not going to worry too much about the bind, even though it can get pretty frustrating. Just going to develop my pieces. So normally I would put my bishop on e3. You know what? I am going to put my bishop on e3 because I got to be aware of his knight coming to g4. But right now, since this pawn is blocking that bishop, if he played knight g4, I could play queen takes g4. And normally my plan is queen d2, but I'm not going to do that just yet because of knight g4. So let's play h3. And then queen d2, and we'll see where this knight should go, whether it's knight g to e2 or knight f3. Very interesting. He is just pushing pawns left and right. What is his idea here? f4, g takes f4, g takes f4, rook b8. Maybe he's thinking that. I'm going to go ahead and play the normal queen d2 here. If he develops his bishop to g7, that's a mistake. And I play bishop takes c5. So is there any way to tempt that? No, not really. So I don't want to castle queenside because he's further ahead in the pawn race. Knight d5, knight takes d5, e takes d5. Let's say he plays something. Knight d4, and push that pawn. I have an attack on his rook. Rook to b8. Doesn't really look like it accomplishes much. If I could protect this d6 pawn, it would accomplish something, because then this pawn on d7 would cramp his position. But in the line I just mentioned, his bishop would just develop and capture the pawn. So I don't think we want to do that. How about knight f3 and then that line? That's what I'm thinking. Because after all that, that moves this knight. And that is the only protector of this e5 pawn. Okay, so bishop e7, and I do think I can play knight d5. Knight d5, kingside castle. If he plays kingside castle, I take the knight. Bishop takes knight. Bishop takes c5. That looks very, very strong. If knight captures, we have the line I mentioned before. Knight to d5, knight takes d5, e takes d5. Knight moves to anywhere that the knight moves. I play knight takes e5. So let's do that. Knight takes e5, bishop to f6. And I'm looking at d4. Pawn takes, bishop takes. Queen e7. f4. It's getting sloppy. It's getting pretty sloppy. I'm looking at knight takes e5, bishop f6, f4, because then queen protects this bishop, and I think that works, but I'm going to need to be careful of checks on bishop on h4. Oh, I could also play c3. Yeah, bishop f6, c3, bishop takes e4, e5, excuse me, c takes b4, and then b2 is protected by my queen. What about knight takes f7, king takes f7, d6. No, that doesn't work. I think c3 is the best move for me here. f4 looks good, but after g takes f4, g takes f4, he has bishop h4 check, which isn't necessarily good for him, but it just looks strong. c3, bishop takes e5, c takes b4. How about the immediate d6? And then figure out what I'm going to do? I could also play bishop takes c5, which looks pretty strong. Yeah, because then his queen can't come to e7. Bishop takes c5, queen c7. I could even play d. No, I can't play d4. Bishop takes c5, queen c7. Bishop takes b4. Queen takes e5 check is a problem. But my bishop is so strong at that point. But I have an extra, okay, extra 2 pawns, so let's do it. So I think his best move is queen c7, bishop takes b4, queen takes e5 with check. Whoa, did not expect that. What's he going to follow this up with? Now queen c7 doesn't work because I played d6, attacking his queen. Okay. So I still have an extra pawn. Now I'm thinking about castling. queenside looks dangerous. If I play d4, bishop g7, d6, that traps this bishop, so I don't think I want to do that. So how about I just play d6 right away and attack his rook. He also has a check on queen a5, but then I play b4. So let's attack his rook. Ooh, but now he can castle. Now he can castle. Well, shucks, I didn't see that he could castle now. Is his rook still trapped? It looks like his rook is still trapped. Is that a significant enough advantage? Well, he has the check, queen a5, so I can't play it just yet. Let's castle kingside, and then we can play bishop a7, trapping his rook. If he allows it, that is. Or should we play queen? No. I think we gotta go queen. Now he's looking at bringing his bishop to b7. So maybe I should play. Yeah, I'm going to attack his bishop. Attack his bishop. Now bishop g7. Queen can come to e4 with a check. And his king has to go to f7 or f8. Yes, my dark squared bishop is bad now, but I have some counterplay. And I'm actually not going to play queen e4. I'm going to play queen e2. Because queen e4, his bishop can hit me. And I don't want that. Even though I have d5, I also am still protecting b2. Now, do I want to castle? Or do I want to play bishop a7? Bishop a7, queen a5 check, queen d2, queen takes d2, king takes d2. Yeah, this bishop is bad too, so let's go ahead and do that. Oh wait, no, because no, I don't want to play that. Let's castle. Because if I play bishop a7, he could have played bishop b7, and on bishop takes b8, bishop takes g2, and I have nothing that could have taken back, and he was threatening my rook. So I don't think that worked out. We'll take a look at it. Okay, I don't know why he played this now. Now his rook's plain old trapped. Ooh, I could even play something creative like queen e7. Check. I have 3 minutes and 32 seconds left on the clock. I got to be fast and I have to be efficient. Let's go with the bishop. Bishop a7. His rook is trapped. So I'm up a pawn, and I'm going to get some more material now. Also, if his queen leaves the back rank, he is in trouble. Okay, so he's trying to do a discovered attack. That's not going to do anything. And in fact, this is not good for him. I can wait for his bad discovered attack. But I don't think I want to do that. I think I should play Queen e7 check, King g8, and maybe Bishop to d5, threatening a mating net. Let's go with Bishop d5, Queen e8. Oh, no, he can't play that. Okay, Bishop d5. He has to play Queen f8. After Queen f8, Queen takes d7. Got to be careful here. His bishops could start to rock the world. Rock my world, excuse me. Now I want to get a rook on this e-file, so to avoid any threats over here, maybe I'll play rook f to e1. And rook f to e1. He wants counterplay on f2, so I got to be careful with that. He wants to play king to g7 right now. And I think after that I'm just going to play rook e7. He also has bishop c8, to which I'll just reply queen queen e7. Okay, let's go with the rook e7 here. because he can't even touch. He can't touch this pawn right now. So that just about does it, as we'll see, because this bishop can't protect f7. Alright, I have 1:51 on my clock, so I need to be careful. Okay, let's take with check. Do I want to take with check? Well, I have 1:20 left on the clock. Yeah, I'm going to take with check because he doesn't really have options. Because my light squared bishop is going to be chasing him all over the place. This light squared bishop is going to be very important, and the inactivity of his light squared bishop. So here I could either play rook takes queen. That actually might be the best, because even if bishop takes queen, I just take his rook. But let's check him first. Now I'm thinking I might want to capture his queen. Let's see where this takes us. King h5. And then if he captures my queen, I'll probably, yeah, capture with the pawn. Okay, now I think he is toast. Oh, yeah, he was toast before. Oh, wait, no, he wasn't. Yeah, him moving his queen allows me to play rook g7, which will checkmate him. He can play g4, bishop captures. Yeah, and this is mate. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, this is not mate. I thought it was, because his bishop is right here. Okay. Alright, what am I doing? What am I doing? Um, What with a lack of time, I have to play this, unfortunately. Alright, so what are we going to do here? Let's play rook e8. And unfortunately, I'm going to lose this pawn. I couldn't play rook yet. Alright, so let's see. What can we do? Alright, so he's gotten some good counterplay because I took my time, which I should not have done. Should not have taken my time. Alright, well, he allowed me to liquidate. That's good. I'm going to go ahead and liquidate because his queen or his king is in a very vulnerable position, and I want to trust my endgame instincts. Okay. Let's take and let's check him. So I just have to keep my rooks on light squares. I can capture this pawn. Is that what I want to do? Even if I check him. Okay, let's check him. If he plays king f3, that's a mistake because I can check him, and he has to come here to. I play rook f4 check, king f3 to king e2, rook check, and then blocking with the rook is his best move. And that, yeah, okay, so we're going to do that because that should be decisive in favor of me. His best move is to block with the rook. And he blew it. He blew it. Okay, I don't know why he blew it. He has 10 minutes on his clock. Gonna capture because even if he checks me on the back rank, I play king h2. Alright, now my time has gone up. And yeah, he is doomed. Alright, so he resigned. It was a good game. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and analyze this right here because analyzing it on Lichess takes too long. Although I recommend using Lichess for your analysis. Alright, and I do not want computer analysis. Show lines, self-analysis. Okay, great. Okay. Okay, so this is like a Maroczy bind, and usually you want to break the bind, but I never really have success trying to break the bind, so I decided to just play like a regular closed Sicilian. H3, H6 for him. Okay, yeah, he's playing a lot of pawn moves, so that gave me time to develop my pieces. Even though in closed positions you should favor pawn breaks, like maybe I should have played f4. This h3 move by me was to prevent knight g4 attacking my e3 bishop. And this g5 pawn move, I didn't know what he was doing, just grabbing space with no real plan. And I think this queen d2 was against principle. I think I should have played. Well, I guess there's not much else I could have played. Yeah, maybe not so much. Okay, this is okay. And he's just playing every pawn move in the book. I have an idea. I have a plan at this point. It doesn't look like he does. It maybe expand on the queen side. Use his spatial advantage there. So yeah, I felt good about this knight d5. And here I am not sure this was the best move. What I was looking at for him here was queen c7. He went ahead and said, okay, well, this knight is doomed, so I'm going to play knight captures c2 check. And I guess that also got my queen onto light squares, which is okay because I could have brought queen b4 and had a pretty strong battery. He captures. Yeah, attacking the rook. Was there a better move? Maybe d5 first. Well, so the computer's saying there's a better move. Let's see what the better move was. d4, okay. Let's see. Why? Why is d4 such a strong move? If bishop to... Oh, because, yeah, because of this this diagonal. I have full coverage of this diagonal. So if bishop g7, for instance, my queen checks are unstoppable. So as the computer said, I don't know if you saw it, black's only move is d6. So let's take a look at that. This is checkmate. All right, queen here to e7, queen takes, checkmate. King can't go to f8 because of this bishop. If bishop blocks, queen takes, and then queen has to take. I didn't see that, unfortunately. So let's see. If he plays d6, what's my best move? Probably capturing, because for him to retain material equality, he has to capture. I play queen c, capture c5, and now how many pawns am I up? 2, 4, 7. I have 7. He has 5. I'm up 2 pawns. I have a huge center. My bishop is developed on a strong diagonal. I have a discovered attack on his rook coming. I can castle either way. He can't castle. This is clearly a better position. So this was something I missed. But then I saw the check. And from here, I was pretty comfortable. I won pretty clearly. He blundered that away right there. And yeah, from here out, it was pretty easy. Till I got into time trouble. So let's move on a couple moves. Let's see. Okay. What is my best move here? There's got to be a mating net here. If rook captures, bishop captures, rook captures. So that he can't play that. Rook captures, Rook takes f8. What do I play then? I can play anything. I do have to be careful, though, especially since he's got both the bishops. So I do think rook takes f8 is the best move. Let's take a look. Queen c6 is the best move, they say. Okay, yeah, the rook is protected, and it's hitting the queen, and that threatens a discovered check. Queen c6. Yes, that is a great move. Okay. All right, well, that's the reason you need to keep practicing your tactics. I'm going to stop the video here. I ended up winning the game. You got to stay calm in endgames. That's my advice from this video. I lost some play in the end. He got some counterplay, but I still stuck with it and got a better position with a